Hi, welcome to some information prepared for you just to help you with understanding about business as you've not done business before in year 7 or 8, or parents, you might want information on the two subjects that we offer within the business department. So I wanted you to have a think about in the future, who do you want to be? We all aspire to be different people. We all have different goals, different ambitions. And some of these people, hopefully you'll know. Sir Alan Sugar, he's worth 1.4 billion. The Beckhams worth 508 million. And Sir Richard Branson worth 2.7 billion. And all these entrepreneurs started at different places, have made their own brands, their own companies, etc., to become the successful people they are today. So in terms of business, I want you to think about, do you want to set up your own business in the future? Do you want to develop an idea you might have? Do you want to learn things that are relevant to whatever your future career path? And are you going to work in a business in the future? If you are, then business could be the course for you. So we have two courses on offer. One is OCR Enterprise and Marketing, and one is GCSE Business. So they both deliver business content, as you'll see as I go through the PowerPoint, but there are key differences in how they're taught and how they're assessed. So both courses will run for 2 lessons a week over 3 years. In the OCR course, you do 3 distinct units. One is an exam and you do 2 units of coursework. And 50% of the OCR course is the exam, the other 50% is coursework. And the coursework is obviously completed as we go along, it's not done right at the end. So you'll know half of your grade before you finish. With the GCSE, you do 2 units over the 3 years and it is 100% exam. So for the 2 units, you'll sit both exams right at the end of year 11 to get your overall qualification grade. In terms of which course might be more suitable for you if you are considering business, OCR is very much about developing your own product idea, and it brings in aspects of creating your own business idea and turning that into thinking about the key things that are relevant to creating that product and how it would plan out in the future. So the whole coursework is all about designing an actual product. Once you've designed the product, you then pitch the product similarly to how you would see in things like Dragon Den, etc. You would have to design a PowerPoint talking about your product and pitch that to somebody to let them know about why your product will be successful. And the examination unit is to do with finance. With GCSE, it's a little bit different in the structure. The 2 units, the first unit is all about small businesses and how they run, how they get ideas, and what things affect them. And then the second unit is all to do with bigger businesses. How do these businesses grow? How do they develop? How do they expand? How do they get into different markets? And you'll cover things like the finances, things that affect the business in the outside world, and general things to do with business. What are both courses worth? Both are worth 1 GCSE, or the OCR is equivalent to a GCSE. GCSEs were graded 1 to 9, as it are all GCSEs. The OCR is graded slightly different, but you can see there what those grades are worth. So pass is a 5, a merit is a 6, distinction's a 7, and a distinction star is an 8. So just a little bit, why should you pick the course if you're interested? With the OCR, we've run coursework based subjects for the last 10 years, probably more now, and we've had 100% pass rate. We don't have students that fail the course, and many students achieve above their actual predicted grade. So we'll let you work at the level you want and kind of reach for the stars as such. With GCSE, we again have 100% pass rate, And in 2019, so the last time we did real GCSE exams, 93% of students gained grades 4 to 9. So what kind of things will you study in either course, in the OCR and the GCSE course? You'll study marketing, you'll study finances, things like costs, break even, cash flow. You'll look at things like advertising, profit and loss, customer service, communication. So there's a range of different topics that cross over in both of the subjects, and therefore both are covered in both courses. In terms of if you're trying to decide which course, if you do want to do business, which one is more suited to you. So there's a few things I'd ask you to bear in mind before you make the choice. The OCR course is majority coursework based. So that does mean it's on the computer, it's typing, everything is done in small chunks, but there is a lot of computer work. Each unit we do contains pass, merit and distinction criteria, and the minimum you can complete is a pass criteria. But obviously we push and motivate and try and get you to work to the highest level that you can. With the GCSE, it's all exam based, so it's a completely different type of lesson. There's more writing in books, like exercise bookwork. You will do a lot of tests, you will do exam questions, you'll do case studies on real businesses, you'll do research on computers to look at real businesses. And really, the GCSE is probably more suited to students achieving level 4 or higher at the end of year 8. That would ensure that you're really successful on the GCSE course. So that's the difference between the two. The OCR is predominantly coursework, and obviously we can guide you and help you with the coursework and make sure you're achieving the best grade that you can. Whereas the GCSE, it is exam technique, making sure you retain the information from what we're studying and putting that kind of exam technique and knowledge into practice. So just a little bit about what our students have said. So we've got some quotes from some of our students about both courses. And as you can see here, both courses, students have been complimentary about what they actually have learned. Just let you have a little read of those. Okay. So in terms of next steps, business is a really broad subject in terms of it's got so many parts within business that you can go on to a range of different things. So if you're thinking of education, a lot of students who study business will go on to study the following at sixth form or college and even university. They may continue doing business, which is a broad aspect of the course, or they might narrow down the topics into the key business areas such as accounting, business administration, finance, maths, human resources, marketing. And lots of our students go on to do apprenticeships and jobs as well in those sorts of areas too. So just a few mentions for some of our students and what they've gone on to do. So a range of different things there. Some students have gone on to university, as you can see. Some students have gone on to apprenticeships. So there's a range of different options that people can have after choosing our course. Okay, and finally, the summary. So just a summary of both courses so that you can make that decision if you are thinking about picking business, about which is the most appropriate course for you. So the OCR, as you can see, it covers designing a business proposal, which is actually designing a product, marketing and pitching the business proposal, and then you've got the finance exam, 2 units of coursework, 1 exam, that's what the course is worth, pass, merit, distinction. So you can get 5, 6, 7 or 8. Whereas the GCSE is made up of 2 units. The first one is looking at small businesses. So you look at business ideas, putting those ideas into practice, looking at things that affect the business from outside. And then the second unit is all about growing the business, building it. So it's looking at marketing, operational decisions, finance and human resources. It's 100% exam, 2 exams, graded 1 to 9, and really suited to students achieving grade 4 and above in year 8. So that's the summary. Hopefully that's helped you with what business is about and the 2 courses that we offer. If you've got any further information, the business department are based in Creative. Myself, Mrs. Moore, is the head of business, so I'm based in Creative, as is Miss Robertson, and Mr. Lai is also a business teacher, and she's based in Discovery. So you can pop and see any of us at any time if you want any further information, or you can drop us an email. And if obviously parents want any further information, we're available on Options Evening. Okay, thank you.